Let me tell you a story about one of the hardest to ever do it.
Hey, I'm not going to be a real patient guy now.
About one of the most insane coaches to ever coach in the National Football League. About a man so unbelievably unhinged. Let me tell you about Jon motherfucking Gruden.
You're like my wife when you get in space. You just get lost. We're not posing for football cards. Let's play with some speed. Yeah, I don't need any friends here. How stupid are we? Ho, 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 ho! Santa Claus is here. Huddle up.
Guess whose playbook I stole? I took Joe Montana's playbook.
Call my brother, see how they do it in arena football.
As you may or may not know, Jon Gruden did some pretty fucked up things that are not cool. And this video is not meant to condone or promote any of that. It's not cool. There's no place for it in football, and that's not what this video is about. Welcome to 4-4's awesome, terrific coaching and origin career school. And today, we're studying one of the greatest to ever do it, Jon Gruden. If you were born in the 21st century like me, you may only remember Jon Gruden as a mediocre coach whose career blew up in spectacular fashion. But you'd be dead fucking wrong, rookie. Jon Gruden was so much more than just another mediocre coach. So here's why. Bitch. Jon Gruden was first introduced to the world as head coach of the Oakland Raiders back in 1998, and in Oakland, he fit right in. You see, if you were to ask ChatGPT to create a human from the essence of football, you would get Jon Gruden. His personality was brash, abrasive, and intimate, perfect for Raider football.
About those Raiders, man!
And the best part was, he was good at his job. Gruden, along with quarterback Rich Gannon, ran a West Coast offense that thrived in Oakland. Here's a Fat Cox 101 tutorial. The West Coast offense is a system originally developed by Bill Walsh. It relies on short, quick passes to spread the field out horizontally and tire out a defense, allowing for a big pass or run to serve as a knockout punch. Gruden used this system throughout his coaching career, and it's the key to his schematic success as a head coach. Chucky made the playoffs in 4 straight seasons, making it to the AFC Championship one year, losing to the Ravens. However, the most impactful playoff game of Gruden's Raider career was a divisional game against the Patriots in 2001, also known as the Tuck game.
But there's one picture I keep in the bathroom where I get sick. This is what I have in here. I have a picture of the Tuck rule. Still makes me sick.
The Tuck rule is the biggest crock of horseshit this league has ever seen.
I think the Tuck rule is a crock, personally.
Watch what happens when I get sacked. Now you would assume that since the ball came out, it's a fumble, right? But in 2001, that's not a fumble. Because even though I had stopped the forward passing motion, the ball has to be tucked inside my body for it to be considered a fumble. This action right here invokes what is called the Tuck rule. When an offensive player is holding the ball to pass it forward. Boring! All you need to know is that if you lose possession of the ball before the ball is tucked back into your chest, it's an incomplete pass. It makes no fucking sense, and we all know it. So much so that the league got rid of the rule in 2002. But it didn't matter. The Patriots beat the Raiders, and it was the start of a dynasty. Gruden wouldn't coach in Oakland after that. Not because he was fired, but because he was traded. Here's how that story goes. Tampa Bay called Raiders owner Al Davis and was like, hey, so we just fired our coach and it would be totally awesome if you gave us yours. Yeah, totally. All it'll cost you is 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a couple mil on top of that. Deal. Wait, what? And that's how it went. The Bucs put together an offense the Raiders couldn't refuse, and Al Davis made the trade, sending Jon Gruden from the Raiders to coach the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the 2002 season, a season that would conclude in one of the most ironic ways possible.
My name is Jon Gruden, and I am the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For the Bucs. Johnson to the outside, caught by McCardell. Spins away from the coverage. Charles Woodson, the defender, is right through that double team. 3rd and 18, and this is going to write a finish. Derek Brooks, who ran back 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the regular season, does it to cement the Super Bowl. Well, could there be a better way for the Buccaneers to put the ultimate exclamation point on it. Then the number one defense with the number one defender intercepting a pass and taking it to the end.
Unfortunately, despite winning the Super Bowl in his first year as a head coach in Tampa, his Tampa Bay career would not go well. He finished 57-55 after 7 seasons and was fired. Now, some franchises are willing to throw away their entire future for many years just to get a ring. So some can argue that his Tampa Bay career was still a success, and I would. However, mediocrity is never tolerated in the NFL, and it was time for him to go. So, go he did. Gruden was out of the league, but he still loved football, and he would show it in any avenue he could, in what I dub the mogul phase. He founded an organization, the Fired Football Coaches of America, which to this day remains one of the greatest archival sources of football history out there.
Guess whose playbook I stole? I took Joe Montana's playbook.
However, what is undoubtedly the most well-known part of Gruden's legacy is his work with ESPN.
I mean, flip right double X jet, 36 counter naked waggle at 7X quarter. Underneath the center, I know it's a foreign place to you. You're lucky as a dog with 14 bones in his bucket.
Hustle back, Tanny Hill. This ain't no air-conditioned combine here.
I hope you get drafted by the Bears and freeze your ass off.
Look how much smaller I am than Russell Wilson.
Move your feet on a 7-stepper, Luck.
That's one that Chad would love to have back. He knew he had the one-on-one matchup going down the right sideline. Shit, you have to get rid of this ball just a split second quick.
You're going to get one of my favorite plays, Spider 2Y Banana. Spider 2Y Banana.
Spider 2Y banana. There's a beautiful banana. Doesn't it look like a banana, Mike? These Saints run all my favorite plays. I am really jealous.
I'll tell you what. Show me green right slot, albacore 3 wide quesadilla. You know this one. Play does not exist.
ESPN was the perfect place for Gruden to display his eclectic personality. However, in his heart, Gruden was a competitor, and Mark Davis saw that dog inside of Gruden and gave him a chance to come back to the place where it all began. Hello, class, and welcome to How to Blow Up a Franchise 101. Today, we'll be studying the father of modern football mismanagement, Jon Gruden.
Football can be tough sometimes.
Gruden was inheriting a team that had recently been considered contenders, boasting a hefty amount of Pro Bowlers on offense and defense. He would immediately trade away 2 of those Pro Bowlers, Amari Cooper and Khalil Mack.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker.
In exchange for 3 first-round picks that all became busts. Mack would go on to win Defensive Player of the Year in Chicago and make the Pro Bowl 7 more times, and Cooper made 3 Pro Bowls with the all-time offense in Dallas. On the topic of drafting, let's talk about Gruden's talent evaluation. It was fucking horrendous. Only 1 of his 7 first-round picks got a second contract. That's right, folks. He missed on 6 first-round picks.
I know I've missed on some of my picks. Ticks me off.
But what was undoubtedly the greatest reason for his downfall was his love affair with Derek Carr. Don't get me wrong, there are certainly a lot worse quarterbacks in the NFL than Derek Carr, but putting an injury-prone pocket passer behind an all-time horrendous offensive line with absolutely no weapons was a recipe for disaster.
How sloppy was that?
In the first 3 years, Gruden did not have a winning season, and the organization was plagued with stories of dysfunction, chaos, and mismanagement. And then, at the start of his 4th year, some nasty shit happened. And now we're at the unfortunate part of the video. You know, I could spend this time making an expose about Jon Gruden and his mistakes, where he went wrong, and just mock and shame him. But that's not the kind of content I want to make. Everyone knows what he said. We don't need to rehash it. If you want to know, just go to his Wikipedia page and see what he said. It's right there. I'm just not the kind of guy who wants to spread that message. It's not funny. It's not quirky. There's no entertainment in it. It's deplorable. And it sucks that a message of hate like that can be spread in football. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's the story of Jon Gruden. He's been coming back in recent years. He now has his own YouTube channel, and he definitely still loves football. As for whether or not he belongs back, that's not for me to say. It should be up to the people who he hurt most, and more importantly, determined by his current message and beliefs. So yeah, thanks for watching. PLP.